Mr. Beast. We've all heard of him. You know who he is. I know who he is. There's nothing I really need to explain. Well, more recently, he's begun a foray into the food industry with the creation of MrBeast Burger. It started in one of his videos where he opened up a restaurant and gave out free food. And, the usual Beast affairs ensue, and like most of his videos, it's really well done. But recently, he decided to make it an actual restaurant chain and begin selling his own food. That's pretty cool. Now, I had heard about this, but I didn't really look too much into it myself until one day my friend decided, hey, why not try it out? I mean, I love me a good burger, and it turned out there was one near us, so why not? I didn't know, however, that our simple endeavor to get a burger would turn into a late-night deep dive that has introduced me to an entire facet of the restaurant industry I didn't even know existed. But let's start off at the beginning. Me and my friend leave my house and we begin our drive to the MrBeast Burger. According to the official website, there's one located not even 10 minutes away from my house, but curiously we couldn't find the location on Google or Google Maps. But we were able to get the address according to their Grubhub account. When we arrive, however, the building is nowhere to be seen. Since this is close to my house, I do know the area fairly well, and I was pretty sure there were no newer buildings anywhere nearby it could be located in. Instead, our GPS brought us to another restaurant known as Buca di Beppo, which is an American-Italian restaurant chain that's owned by Planet Hollywood. We were confused and drove around the area in an attempt to locate MrBeast Burger instead, but ended up coming up empty-handed. My friend even attempted at one point to call the phone number associated with the restaurant, and it redirected him to a corporate number where he could leave a message. It was a pretty odd experience to say, and we were a bit disappointed, but more than that, we were just confused. According to the website, the location was open, and there was even an option to order for delivery. So then there has to be one somewhere, right? Unless it's some sort of weird SCP that just spawns an Uber Eats driver with your food. But, whatever. I decided to carry on with my life and, maybe we'd try it again some other time. But then it kind of kept coming back to me. And I ended up mentioning it to one of my other friends. And we kind of decided to do our own little research. And that's when we ended up getting in way deeper than I anticipated. So, started off, went back to the MrBeast Burger website, found the location near our house, and looked up the address again. Yep, leads us to the Buca di Beppo. Okay, check Grubhub. Says MrBeast Burger is open for delivery, and there are people rating the restaurant and other statistics about people's orders, so people are receiving food. So, then we started checking some of the other locations near us. And it got even stranger. One of the addresses led to an auto parts store, another to a city's water tower, one literally in the middle of a major street, and then, most curiously, another Buca di Beppo. At this point, I'd already busted out the notepad. I was on Google Drive. I was typing up a storm. I thought, I'm on some detective shit, I'm about to release some 5-hour down the rabbit hole Frederick Knudsen type shit. But no, it's not really that deep. We were able to find some Reddit threads with people asking the same questions. And it turns out that MrBeast Burger is what's known as a ghost kitchen. Despite having probably the coolest name ever, ghost kitchens are just restaurants that typically only offer delivery as their only option, as they're often operating out of other restaurants instead of their own. This allows them to technically have a restaurant without needing to have their own building and without needing to provide carry-out or dine-in options. This is something I had actually heard about before when it came out that Chuck E. Cheese had started selling their pizza under a different handle, and it was kind of my working theory for where the food was coming from. So, if you yourself are ordering MrBeast Burger, you're actually most likely going to be receiving food from another restaurant nearby. I don't personally have any problems with this, and given how recent MrBeast Burger is, it was kind of idiotic of me to think, they actually had full brick and mortar locations. I mean, yeah, MrBeast has done some impressive shit, but being able to start a whole restaurant chain with fully decked out buildings in this short amount of time span, that would be pretty impressive. Now, that doesn't really fully explain why some of these locations' addresses come up as random buildings and landmarks where there are no kitchens present, but for now, I've been satisfied, and I really only have 2 questions left. 1, how is MrBeast Burger, which we'll get to in a moment, and 2, what the fuck is Buca de Beppo? Because not only are they a ghost kitchen for MrBeast, but also for Cookies by Mariah Carey and Guy Fieri's Flavortown. And I'm not talking about different locations. Supposedly, all of these restaurants' foods are offered by the one location near my house. So that just leads me to assume that all the other Buca de Beppos are also ghost kitchening for several different businesses, which just seems kind of wild to me to be selling that much of food that isn't even technically yours. But given the current circumstances surrounding COVID-19 and the crazy rise in demand for delivery-based food brands, I guess it does kind of make sense. But come on, I can't just make a video about a food brand without trying it myself, and plus, I still really want that burger. So cue the impromptu food review. Hello, and welcome to probably the only food review you'll ever see on this channel. Unless for whatever reason you guys decide you want me to become a food review channel. I won't complain.
Why are we still here?
If for whatever reason you decide to do that. But today, we actually got it. And I mean, according to the sticker, it's MrBeast Burger. So hopefully it's actually what I ordered. Because I think I've actually heard reports of people ordering it and either getting their order canceled and or just getting other food from the restaurant. Because even when I was ordering, it did ask me like what it wanted to do if I couldn't get the food that I ordered. But whatever, it looks like we actually got the MrBeast Burger, so let's just jump right into it. Now, you'll see we're in my car, which might make you think that I drove there, but given what I was saying earlier about how it's really only delivery, this is actually just from DoorDash, but, you know, you can't do a food review not in your car. You do a food review anywhere else, you go to fucking YouTube food review hell. Which I assume is just regular hell, except every video is just Nikocado Avocado. Also, I don't know what this is, but it came with a cup. With whoever this person is. Who is this? Carl Jacobs? I don't know who this is. This isn't MrBeast, though. But, oh wow. Okay, wow, they actually have, like, all this, like, actual MrBeast, like, stuff. That's actually kind of cool. I was not expecting it to have all these, like, stickers and stuff. Okay, so, I ordered the Chandler style burger because I'm a picky-ass bitch. And also, I like Chandler. He's, like, the best. He doesn't win anything, just like me. That's why I think I sympathize with him. Also, he orders his burgers plain, apparently, which is exactly how I order mine. It's literally just meat, cheese, patty. Okay, why am I am challenged. I cannot open this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, lit. Okay, this is the burger. Kind of messy, but looks fine enough. Let's just jump right into it. Is this really how food reviews work? Am I really just going to sit here and eat this entire burger in my car? No wonder they have to edit this shit. If any, those food review channels that, like, don't edit out the content where they're just, like, eating and you just have to watch the whole entire process, that shit is whack. To be honest, though, so far it's pretty good. I wasn't really knowing what to expect. Because while I've seen plenty of reports of, like, people liking it, you know, I've also seen plenty of reports of people just not getting that good of food items and stuff. But, you know, that kind of happens with every restaurant. There's always going to be times where orders just get fucked up, where they just get made wrong, or maybe you just got it from a location that doesn't really try as hard. But I'm going to get one more bite. I have to apologize to my future self who's going to have to edit this. And also to you guys watching this. This is really awkward. I don't really do in-person recording, and having to do like a food review thing is even weirder. Especially because like I'm a very slow eater right now. So it's taking me like forever. And like if I didn't edit this, it would just be like 4 minutes of me just slowly eating this burger. I'm not going to eat the whole burger on cam because I don't need to pad my video that much. Not like I get ad revenue anyway. Real quick though, we're also just going to, while I'm here, try the fries. Which I did ask for them seasoned. Said it had like a bunch of like paprika, salt, hint of lime and stuff on it. Yeah, those are also pretty good. They kind of have a kick. Then again, I'm white as hell. So for me, a kick was like, you know, oh wow, they put paprika on it. Spicy. Oh man, they put salt on this shit. I'm gonna need water for this one. Anyway, I'm gonna go back inside and eat the rest of this myself. I'm not gonna subject you to this torture. But to be honest, it was actually better than I was expecting. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be bad. I was just kind of thinking, you know, maybe it's just going to be like an average burger place, but it's actually not bad. And it was fairly well priced, so I mean, you know, maybe I'd try it again. Seemed pretty good. But, you know, until then, I'll see you guys on the next food review. That's never going to happen. You know, next time we'll just fucking make a Hot Pocket tier list. I don't fucking know. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for sticking to the end of the video. I know this was kind of a weird video. I mean, I've only ever made gaming content on my channel, and this had pretty much nothing to do with that. I just kind of thought it was kind of an interesting topic. You know, it's just something that happened to me that, you know, after doing research, I was like, you know, this is something I kind of want to talk about. I also just want to say, like, in no way was this any sort of, like, dig or anything at MrBeast. I know early on in the video and early on in the process of making it, I kind of really didn't know what I thought about ghost kitchens in terms of, like, if I thought of them as, like, a positive or a downside. But, you know, overall, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I mean, I mentioned it with, like, COVID-19 and everything, and with the restaurant industry. I mean, there's been tons of restaurants that have had to close down. So for them to be able to offer other services that can, you know, help them in this time of need, I think that's pretty cool. And I kind of hope that MrBeast Burger, you know, maybe one day it will become something bigger than just ghost kitchens. Maybe one day he will eventually be able to expand and open up actual restaurants. I think that'd be really cool. And, you know, I look forward to stuff like that happening. For now, though, I'm going to go back to making more gaming videos. You know, I just kind of thought this would be an interesting video to make. It kind of just let me practice some different editing styles. That's still something I'm trying to work on, getting better at editing. And just stuff like that in general. And someone just started mowing their lawn. It's really fucking loud. That's gonna be in the video. But just once again, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.